Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Victor High School, the site of tonight's Section 5 Class A matchup between the Victor Blue Devils and the Irondequoit Eagles. My name is Alex Bratsky, alongside John Russ, head coach of the HFL Cougars, here to take you through tonight's action between two unbeaten teams. Should be a good one, Coach Russ, as these two teams have worked their way here with unblemished records and plenty of talent on the field tonight, and packed stands as well. A beautiful, exciting Friday Night Lights atmosphere here at Victor High School.
Yeah, we got homecoming here tonight. Looking forward to a ground and pound game by both teams. Both teams love to run the football behind big backs and Dre Yomas, as well as quarterback Tayden McAberry. They love to run the football, but they got some athletes on the outside, so don't be surprised you see them air it out as well.
See the captains making their way to midfield here at Victor High School. For Victor, it is Jacob Laughlin, number 7, also Connor Duran, number 61, and number 89, Big Nick Leonard. And on the other side for the Eagles, you have number 9, Cameron Freeman, number 44, Isaiah Ballard, 33, Cameron Miller, and also number 3, Jordan Nolan. You'll hear plenty from those individuals here tonight, as well as many more. And here's the tale of the tape for each side. Both high-scoring offenses, both stout defenses. As Coach Russ mentioned, they like to do a lot of the work on the ground offensively, do both teams. While Victor has won the turnover battle, as they say, in Class A, posting 6 takeaways on the year. So handshake at midfield. We're moments away from kickoff. Let's take you through what each team experienced last week. Victor defeated Brighton 21-14 with quarterback Adam Ruffalo having a huge game. Listed as a receiver and a safety. He made plays at multiple positions. Caught a 75-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter that broke a 14-all tie. He also threw a touchdown pass and blocked a punt, Coach. So Adam Ruffalo, we're going to hear plenty from him tonight. Yeah,
he's a do-it-all type of player, great athlete. The kid can make a play anywhere on the football field, any side of the ball. Victor here is going to kick first. I'm excited to see what Irondequoit does to open up this game.
And on the other side for Irondequoit, they defeated Eastridge 35-3 last week. Quarterback Tayden McAberry completed 7 of 14 passes for 122 yards and a touchdown. And he also rushed for a touchdown, while Cam Freeman helped pace the Irondequoit running game, rushing 4 times for 55 yards and a score. He also powered the Eagles' defensive effort, 10 tackles during the 35-3 rout over crosstown rival Eastridge. So moments away from kick. We're ready to go here at Victor High School. Alex Brasky alongside John Russ on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And the kick is away. It will be taken by the Eagles here. A decent return across the 30, brought down. And that's where the Eagles will begin their drive. A nice special teams tackle made by Keith Kriegelstein. And we're ready to go, Coach.
Yeah, the first possession of every game, you kind of see what the team wants to do on offense. Do they want to kind of spread it out? Do they want to pack it in, throw the ball a little bit, or try to ground and pound? So right now they're condensed. Looks like they're going to be looking to run the football.
So the Eagles will go under center. It's McAberry handing it off to the deep back, and crashing forward is Miles Wynn for a gain of about 7. And here's the starting offense for the Eagles. You have McAberry and Wynn. Also, we mentioned Freeman already. Isaiah Ballard, a key component as well, while the big bodies up front, Vincent Jang, Andrew Long, Owen Smoline, and a couple others we'll get to in a moment. As off the right side goes Freeman. Not much there. And rounding out the Eagles' offensive line, Aaron Thompson and Evan Sharper. They get a good push up front, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're pretty big up front. Between Wynn and Freeman, they're their 2 leading carriers of the football. So look to see them get a lot of carries tonight.
How about this formation, Coach? 3 runners in the backfield. McAberry under center, had a little heavy set, and they hand it to Wynn on the 3rd and 1, and it looks like he got enough for the first down, and he did. That will move the sticks for Irondequoit.
Kind of an old wing T formation right there. Back to my old stopping grounds at the University of Delaware that their coach started the wing T. A little bit of that from Irondequoit, good enough for a first down.
You see the Victor starting defense. We'll get to that in a moment. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. Macabire turns around, hands it off, running wide. Goes Freeman, trying to gain the edge. Can't quite get there. Nice tackle made by Ruffalo. As we mentioned before, he really does it all for this Blue Devils defense. And we'll take a look at the starters for Victor. Shane Kizalewski, also Connor Duran and Jamison Riley, key components for this group. And you have Adam Ruffalo's brother, I believe Noah Ruffalo, out there as well. Macabire, first throw tonight, rolling to his right. Looked to have his man, but a bit high. Jordan Nolan just out of his reach. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, they spread it out there, sprinted the quarterback out. I think he had him in the flat initially. His eyes might have been downfield a little bit, looking for a home run. Came a little late to him. They ended up getting the coverage in the flat.
So split out wide for Irondequoit here. You see Ballard on the near side, and they throw it to him. Ballard in the flat on the wide receiver screen, barreling his way across midfield, making it a 4th down and manageable inside Blue Devils territory. It's going to be a 4th and 1 coming up for the Eagles. We'll see if they go for it, as right on cue, Isaiah Ballard with a good gain there.
Yeah, this is kind of in that range where you think about going for it. If you got an offense that can churn out 3-4 yards a carry, why not go for it in this territory?
And they're going to pack it in, are the Eagles. Macabire under center, turns around, hands it off. I'm not sure he got there. The Victor defense with the penetration, and they stopped the Eagles short. Yeah, the handoff went to Freeman, and he was stopped short of the line to gain, and it looks like Victor is going to take over on downs.
Yeah, a really good stop there. Looked like number 77, J.R. Madison, just a sophomore, 6', 220, got in there and make the stop on 4th down.
Yeah, you see the replay here. Great penetration and helps pull him down from behind. Also getting in there for Victor, it appeared was Draveris Yomis. Looked to make the initial contact, and the officials will provide a measurement, but just a formality. The Blue Devils are going to take over on offense. It's a turnover on downs with 9:50 remaining in the opening quarter. What a stop for Victor.
Yeah, just like we thought. We see the opening drive, a lot of run by Irondequoit. Look for the same thing by Victor, trying to set the tone in the trenches.
So here are the Blue Devils for their first drive of the evening. And they'll start out of the shotgun. One man in the backfield beside quarterback Eric Torres III, and it's a big gain on 1st down. A bolt of lightning, Jamison Resigliano into the secondary, moves the sticks into Eagles territory. It's a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, great start by the Victor offense. The offensive line did a great job opening up a big hole for Resigliano to make a big gain.
Yeah, he could have driven a truck through that hole. Right up the gut goes Resigliano for a big gain of about 20 yards. 1st down from the Eagles' 38-yard line. Torres, just a freshman, drops the ball. Regains possession, looking for room to run. Nothing there as the stop's made by the Eagles' defense. In there on the tackle looked like Sierra Hall. Also a couple of big men up front. Sebastian Reed-Miller and LaRon Williams, a part of this Eagles defense, going up against this Victor offense, led by Torres III, who did not start the season as the team starting quarterback. He has since been inserted, and he has helped take this group to another level, Coach.
Yeah, trying to get his feet wet there on a 1st down pass. Looked like he just kind of took his eyes off the snap. Snap looked fine. Look for Victor to kind of run the ball here and maybe get that 5 yards back.
And Torres III, just a freshman, so perhaps a bit of first drive jitters here on the fumbled snap. But now Victor with another chunk play down the sideline goes Eric Young. What speed shown by another freshman for this Blue Devils offense. The youngsters getting it done for Victor here in the early going.
Yeah, great job. By my stats, that's just his 6th catch on the year. But a quick one out to the flats on the left, little wide receiver screen. let him use the speed and get to the edge.
So nearing the midpoint here in this opening quarter, and Victor is on the move. Looks like they've inserted Ruffalo into the backfield. He will take this direct snap here. 3rd and 1. The snap's high and it gets past Ruffalo. He'll have to chase it down and fall on it. A crucial loss for Victor on 3rd and 1. Perhaps getting a bit too cute, Coach?
That looked like it was a bad snap. This now takes them out of 4th and manageable, 4th and short. They're probably just going to kind of pooch bunt this thing down there, try to pin Irondequoit back in their own end.
So a tough break for Victor, now facing a 4th and long following the errant snap. And it appears they'll keep the offense on the field. But no, they drop back Torres. A little pooch kick here. And a nice one toward the sideline. Rolls out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. And that's where they will spot it. So the Eagles defense, assisted by the crucial mistake by Victor, and now Irondequoit set to take over offensively.
Yeah, they lined up like they're going to go for it on 4th down, but from that spot in the field, that down in distance with a freshman quarterback, a good call there. Try to pin him back. You got a good defense here. Try to keep them to a 4 and out.
So first down for the Eagles. Mekabire has it batted down. A nice defensive play made by Victor on the edge. It's number 9, Draveris Yomis. I've heard his name a few times already tonight.
Yeah, great two-way player there, starting running back. Just a junior, 5'11", 185. Irondequoit was trying to run a rocket screen, and he was able to get his hands up and knock that ball down and almost intercept it.
A nice play from Yomas brings up a 2nd and 10. Mekabire out of the shotgun, and flags fly. Pre-snap penalty, and this one's going to go against the Eagles, a legal procedure. False start against Irondequoit. 2nd and 15 coming up.
Yeah, we know both of these teams like to run the football, but these down and distance, when you get backed up, against the chains there, you kind of see what kind of offense they have in terms of a passing system.
Mekabire out of the shotgun, rolling to his left, looking to throw, pulling it down, calling his own number, and he's crushed near the line of scrimmage. A couple of Victor defenders in there on the tackle. Noah Ruffalo, along with Jameson Resigliano.
I like Irondequoit's idea of spreading the quarterback out, trying to get him a little run-pass option. The receiver on the bottom, he was trying to run a little comeback route, a deep comeback route. Again, I thought he had him, but he just kind of took his eyes off at the last second. A little late developing. Tucked it. Victor made a good play there. Now we got a 3rd and long.
And a major loss created on the play as Mekabire goes down on 3rd and 16. Going to bring up a 4th and long. And the Eagles will be forced to punt.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to wheel the back out of the backfield, but the pressure got to the quarterback there. You go back to that 4th and long after the bad snap by Victor. That's the reason why you punt. You got a good defense. You try to pin him back and then get good field position on the next possession. Ooh, and Irondequoit just got bailed out there. That would have been a safety.
So the errant snap erased due to the pre-snap penalty. It's going to remain 4th down, and you're right. What a critical mistake that would have been.
That's kind of one of those things where you're happy that your guy jumped off sides there to save yourself 2 points. But look to see if Victor comes after this. They're pinned back deep. The punter's heels are right on the edge of that back of the end zone. He's going to have to get rid of this really, really quickly.
So here's the kick, and it's a high kick toward the sideline. Not a great one. And Victor's going to take over with some quality field position here.
Yeah, the ref finally stopped walking. It looks like he's got the ball first down and 10 from inside the 25-yard line.
Here's the schedule for Victor this season. 41-14 opening day win over Rush Henrietta, followed by a 34-16 win over Webster Thomas. Then they beat the other Webster team in a tough game, 15-14, and then a 21-14 back and forth affair against Brighton last week, and that pass to Leonard incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
You know, they're showing faith in their center and their quarterback after the couple bad snaps or bad exchanges on that previous drive. Dropped the quarterback back there. Quarterback looked left quickly and then checked it down to his tight end, who was covered very well by Irondequoit.
So we've passed the midpoint here in the first quarter. Not much offense to write home about. Victor had its opening drive going, but the errant snap on 3rd down stalled things out. Another big play here for the Blue Devils, however, and they are inside the red zone after the big gain from Yomis.
Yeah, good run there. A little counter action, counter right. He had his guard and tackle leading out for him, opened up a great hole. Their entire line on the right side swung the door for him. A really big gain there. I'd like to see Victor stick with the run game. You know, they tried to drop back a couple times, haven't had much success. Stick to kind of what you're doing well, and that is running the football.
So here's Torres in the pistol formation with a man behind him, and he tosses it to him. Running wide is Resigliano. He's swallowed up by the Irondequoit defense. Sarah Hall was the first one there to make the stop. 2nd down coming up.
Little toss sweep action out to the left. Irondequoit's very, very quick on defense. I've been watching those guys kind of get to the edge there. Look for Victor to try to hit it between the tackles on this next play.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. The Blue Devils knocking on the door. Snap. Nice misdirection from the Blue Devils, and it clears the way for the Ruffalo touchdown. Victor up 6-0 here in the first.
Great play design there. They faked the toss sweep out to the bunch on the left side. A receiver, Ruffalo, in the bunch, came back on a counter to the right side. Really great play design.
And that left the middle wide open for Ruffalo, who scampered into the end zone for the touchdown. 6-0 Victor awaiting the PAT. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is through. It's 7-0 Blue Devils. An efficient drive there, started in favorable field position, and look at the touchdown play. A little bit of misdirection. Ruffalo cuts it up the middle, barrels through a few defenders for the score. The hometown crowd is feeling the energy. Here at Victor High School, their Blue Devils lead at 7-0.
Like I said, really good play design. They have the bunch tight to the tackle on the left side. The running back, he went left. Everybody goes left. Everyone's thinking toss sweep. And they bring the receiver on the other side, or from the bunch side, on the counter back to the right side. Really good play design.
They talk about blood, sweat, and tears, Coach. You see Ruffalo on the sideline. He's got the blood. He's got the sweat. Hoping for the tears of joy at the end of this game. If he's a crier, that is. I know I am, Coach. I'm a crier. I watch a sad movie, something that gets my emotions going. The tears just flow. I don't know what it is.
You're a sensitive guy.
You don't strike me as that type.
Not often.
Here we go. The Eagles take a ground ball on the kick return. And good coverage provided by the Victor kickoff team. Andrew Goodell in there to make the stop.
Great coverage down there. I believe it's number 40 did a great job of getting down there, defeating a block, and then making the tackle. Dennis Cole did a great job on that kickoff right there.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. We're looking to respond following the Victor touchdown. Macabire under center, turns around, hands it off. Nothing doing for Miles Wynn. There's a nice stop made there by Victor's Junior Madison.
Another member of the Ruffalo family got in the backfield. Middle linebacker Noah Ruffalo did a great job of disrupting that play in the backfield and allowed his teammate to go over there and make the tackle.
Out of the shotgun now goes Macabire, hands it off once again, and diving over a defender goes Wynn. A good gain there on second down. Going to bring up a third and manageable for the Eagles.
Look for a hard count here. I know Irondequoit did that earlier in the game, but look for a hard count and then some type of inside run.
Handoff to Wynn, running wide. Flag comes in. Nice tackle made there by Ruffalo. Also helped out by Resigliano. We'll see what the penalty is. Looked to be in the area of holding, but officials sorting things out here.
The Victor defense did a great job of stretching that out, allowing the linebackers and the defensive backs to flow to the football and get there and make a tackle. Even without the holding, I think he would have been short of the first down marker.
Yeah, you see the hold there committed on Andrew Goodell. It looked like one of the wide receivers for Irondequoit tugging the jersey. That impeded Goodell's progress toward the football and drew the penalty flag. But 4th and 1 coming up for the Eagles as Victor declines the penalty. And Irondequoit electing to punt it away. Good snap. Another high kick. And it takes an Eagles bounce inside the 40, inside the 35, nearing the 30. And it's touchdown by Christian Freeman at the 33-yard line.
On that 3rd and 1 there, see, I would have liked to have seen something inside the tackles. They got a pretty big back and 190 pounds in Miles Wynn. Victor's got a good speedy defense. You need a yard. Try to get a push on the interior line and try to get your running back to fall forward for that first down.
1st and 10 coming up for Victor now. And Torres will go out of the shotgun, 3 men wide. So you get a good look at the Victor quarterback here. Resigliano beside him, fakes it to him, rolling left. The left-handed quarterback throws it a bit wide, a lot of contact. Looked like Kyle Seeger wanted the penalty flag for pass interference to no avail, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Looked like Freeman in there on the coverage for the Eagles. Also over there, Jacob Laughlin.
Yeah, Victor continues to try to establish some sort of pass game. Eventually, as the game goes on, if they don't have much of a pass game, you're going to see Irondequoit start loading the box.
2nd and 10. And in motion is Sager. Handoff. Resigliano. Stacked up and brought down behind the line. Sarah Hall, the first one there, helped out by Jordan Nolan.
Great play there by the Irondequoit defense. Now you got Victor in a situation that they're probably not that comfortable in the 3rd down and long. You're expecting Torres to have to drop back and pass. Let's see if they spread it out and can get the ball downfield.
Saw the block get there on Hall, but he fought his way through it, shed the blocker, and found his way to the ball carrier to make the tackle. 3rd and 9 coming up.
You got to think the ball's going to find Adam Ruffalo's hands. He's the leading receiver by a lot on the Victor offense.
And a timeout called by the Blue Devils. We'll face a 3rd and 9 when we're back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email Ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media.
And we are back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Victor Blue Devils, and they hand it off. On the run is Yomes. Doesn't quite get to the line to gain. It's a short gain, as a matter of fact, of 3 yards. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6 coming up for Victor, and they'll punt it back to Irondequoit.
Interesting play call there. You're trying to throw the ball on 1st down. They're trying to establish a passing game with their quarterback there. And then 3rd and 10, they hand the ball off, and at that point you're actually almost conceding a punt here. So credit to Irondequoit's defense for getting the stop. They'll get the ball back here on offense.
So here comes the punt from the Blue Devils. A high snap. Ruffalo able to go up after it, and now he's on the run. They fake it. Ruffalo has the 1st down and more. Into Eagles territory. The playmaker, Adam Ruffalo, takes it himself. A huge gain, and that keeps Victor's drive alive. Look at the replay here, Coach, as it was a high snap, but I don't think that was the reason for the fake. I think he was planning to do it all along.
Victor's Mr. Everything. That is just an athlete making a play, and you love to have a guy like that on the team. A little high snap. He took a peek up, and he saw probably guys, the defensive end getting pinned inside. He saw a lot of green grass, and he just took off. You love having guys like that on your team.
So a pre-snap penalty appears it's going to go against the Eagles to improve the Blue Devils' field position following the Ruffalo fake.
Now this is coming from a coach that likes to throw the ball a lot. Sudden change plays. Anytime you have a big play, I like to take a shot here to the end zone, maybe on a double receivers.
Snap, handoff. Resigliano dives forward for a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 1. Or excuse me, 2nd and about 1. After the penalty made it a 1st and 5.
This might be a series here where you see Victor run the football on every down and see if they can impose their will upon Irondequoit.
Snap, they toss it out, and it's an errant throw from Torres as Young had to go diving after it. And in high school football, once you hit the ground, the play is dead, and it's a big loss.
And that might have been a lateral, so it's a good thing that he did catch that ball, or at least recover that football, because that might have been a live ball had that been a lateral.
So a half minute to go here in the 1st quarter. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Blue Devils.
Well, it was 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10 on the last series before that fake punt, if you will. And Victor ran the football on a passing situation. Let's see what they do here.
Ruffalo, the jack of all trades, takes it for about a 7-yard gain. That'll bring up a 4th and manageable if the Blue Devils do decide to go for it.
All right, little wildcat package. They put Ruffalo in the backfield as the quarterback, and that's just screaming quarterback run all day. But he's your jack of all trades. He's your guy that can do everything for you. Now he's got him into a 4th down and manageable. Look for a hard count. Try to draw him off sides. If not, look for Victor to run the football here.
And that is the end of the 1st quarter here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Alex Brasky, John Russ with you at Victor High School. The Blue Devils lead the visiting Irondequoit Eagles 7-0. We'll be right back.
know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local?
And we are back here at Victor High School. On the field, our man behind the camera, John Guarino, giving you the sights up close and personal with these scholar athletes, giving it their all here on a beautiful Friday night in Victor. And Ruffalo took the direct snap, handed it to Resigliano. On the 4th and 4, Victor moves the sticks.
Yeah, you had Ruffalo in the backfield again. That makes the linebackers, when he puts that ball out, makes them hold their position just a little bit longer because they think Ruffalo's going to keep the ball. That time he handed it off to Resigliano for a good game.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Victor. Ruffalo out of the shotgun once again. Resigliano beside him. And Ruffalo will take it himself. Blockers in front. Cuts it up, and a nice tackle made by Irondequoit's Isaiah Ballard, but a 9-yard gain for Ruffalo. And, Coach, you wonder why Victor's doing anything else but handing the ball off to Adam Ruffalo.
Yeah, I would keep it Ruffalo in the backfield, and I would just kind of run the offense through him. He's doing a great job. The other thing I noticed, he's only, I think, 160 pounds, and he never takes a head-on collision.
Right, and that's a skill in itself, the elusiveness on the tackle to not leave yourself exposed on the way down, and he certainly does a nice job with that. 2nd and 1, Ruffalo this time hands it off, and good burst out of the backfield displayed by Victor's Dravarius Yomis, and he's inside the 5 down to the 3, and the Blue Devils are knocking on the door once again. And what an effort put forth by this Victor offensive line, pushing the pile up front. You have Mason Mott, Nicholas Lipa, Jamison Riley, Connor Duran, Chase Decker, and Nicholas Leonard also helping out up front, along with Paxton Megan. It's been a solid performance for the beasts up front for Victor. They hand it to Yomis once again, and this time he's wrapped up and brought down by Hall right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal coming up for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Victor's starting to do a lot of what I thought they would do. You call it almost 4 tight ends on the field, or 2 tight ends and 2 fullbacks. They're condensing the formation, and they're kind of just telling you that we're going to come at you with a run game.
Torres bobbles the snap. It's on the turf. Looked like he fell on it to maintain possession, but another critical mistake committed by this Victor offense, and they've had trouble with the snap, both long snaps and now under center. It's Torres' 2nd bobbled snap of the game. He also had the one go over the head of Ruffalo. In this one, Victor fortunate to fall on it, but they lose a yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal from the 4. Ruffalo out of the shotgun. Beside him is Resigliano. Snap goes to Ruffalo, running wide, but he's stacked up and brought down. Solid defensive play made by Cameron Freeman, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal for the Blue Devils. This Irondequoit defense continues to bull its neck in tough situations.
Yeah, great stop there. It looks like Victor's bringing in their field goal unit. Let's say I believe Alex Hall is their kicker. Yep, there's a block on the field. They're going to try for a field goal here.
Out to kick it is Mason Overton. And there to hold it was Landon Tantillo, and it's no good. So the score remains 7-0. What a stop there for the Eagles defense to maintain the team's one-score deficit with 8:34 remaining in the second quarter. And look at the full moon, I think you call that. What do you call that, Joel? Is that a full moon? Yeah, we're going to go with full moon. I know there's different names now.
Does that make you cry when you look at it?
You know, no, it makes me very hungry. All I think of is the old Will Ferrell, Harry Carey skit. If the moon were made of barbecue spare ribs, would you eat it? Answer is yes. Eagles begin their drive at their own 20 after the missed field goal. And they hand it off to Miles Wynn, gain of 1.
Let's go back to that play that Victor ran on that third down and goal from about the 4-yard line. You know, they put Ruffalo back in after that botch snap with Torres. It looked like it was going to be a quarterback sweep, and they have that running back lead up through him, but the speed of the Irondequoit defense got to the edge and shut that down.
And that's certainly been impressive. Their pursuit from the second level, although there has been plenty of big plays for Victor, those plays where Victor tries to stretch it wide, you see here the speed at the second level. And honestly, right there was simply just a one-on-one win on the edge by Freeman, who was able to make the stop as he shed his blocker and brought down Ruffalo to bring up fourth down. And now the reverse from the Eagles. Jordan Nolan, room to run, tripped up though as he was trying to make his way into the secondary. 4th and short coming up. We'll see if the Eagles elect to punt it away once again, trailing 7-0.
Tough decision here. This might be one of the ones where you get a hard count, you try to draw them off sides, and if they don't, call timeout and you punt the ball away. But a little fake ISO with a backside reverse to the wide receiver. Good job by the Victor defensive end or outside linebacker of staying home, making him cut it back, and then tripping him up before the first down marker.
4th and 1 for the Eagles. They lead the offense on the field, but a timeout called by head coach Dan Fichter. Good coaching matchup here tonight. Fichter and head coach Jeff Mendel for Victor.
Yeah, two staples in Section 5 football. Been coaching a long time. Not just great football teams this year, just great football programs year in and year out.
See the schedule for the Eagles. We already showed you the schedule for the Blue Devils. Irondequoit began the season with a 41-14 win over Greece Athena. Followed that up with a 34-16 win over Wilson. Then defeated Brockport in a tough game, 15-14. Both teams with 15-14 wins in Week 3. Tough tests leading into their Week 4 matchups, which Irondequoit handled easily, 35-3 over crosstown rival Eastridge to set up this battle of the unbeaten here at Victor High School, and a great job by the officials here tonight.
Yeah, listen, if they're thinking about going for it, you got a quarterback that's 205, you got Miles Wynn that's 190. Last time they tried to go for it on a 3rd or 4th and short, they tried to go outside. This, to me, is something between the tackles. Here we go. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Fourth and 1. Didn't look like the Eagles got there. Victor's defense with a bit of penetration.
They got a very good spot there. They went with a little fullback dive out of that wing T set.
Yeah, they gave him the old left foot spot, Coach.
Yeah, a little left foot spot by that far official. It looked like Victor had him stopped, but again, they got a pretty decent spot here, and it's going to be very, very close.
As you see the replay, they tried a little bit of misdirection, handing it off to the up back. But the Blue Devils defense crashing in and making things interesting here, and it doesn't appear as if they're going to get the line to gain. They did! The left foot spot gives Irondequoit the first down, and the sticks move. And it keeps the drive alive.
The old John Madden left foot spot. Well, credit Irondequoit. I mean, that was a big play call right there on 4th and down, backed up in your own territory. But here we go, 1st down and 10.
Victor coaching staff incensed with that spot. And conversely, Irondequoit simply overjoyed. 2nd and 8 now. Coming up for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm looking at Irondequoit spread the formation out, 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, but then hand the ball off. I still like that. I think you still got to run the football and try to wear these guys down. Victor's playing a lot of cover one high safety, and keeping 2 backers in the box is making it difficult for Irondequoit to run the football.
Irondequoit looking to throw, and it's picked off. Guess who? Ruffalo coming over to make the play. Boy, oh boy, does he set the night on fire whenever he steps foot on the field. He is Mr. Electricity, Adam Ruffalo.
Yeah, great job. Irondequoit was just running 4 verticals, 2 receivers on both sides of the football, 2 guys running up the hash. Torres, I don't think, looked off that safety, and Ruffalo read his eyes the whole way and was able to come across and make the play.
Really, all you can say about Ruffalo is just instincts. He can play so many positions. He can do so many different things because he is such an instinctual player. And you saw that there, reading the quarterback's eyes, coming over to make the play from his safety position. And nothing doing for Victor on 1st down as they hand it to Resigliano.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Adam Ruffalo. The ball seems to find him, whether it's on offense, the play callers are getting the ball in his hands, and on defense, he's doing a great job of ball hawking. And heck, on a punt, not even a design punt, a fake punt, he was able to tuck the ball and run for a big 1st down.
Yeah, before this game, Coach Mandel told me Ruffalo can do it all, and he's certainly doing that tonight. Man in motion was Ruffalo. Takes a lot of eyes with him, that's for sure, and Resigliano runs the other way, still pushing the pile. Working his way toward 1st down yardage, about a 7-yard gain for Resigliano. Kept the feet churning, Coach.
Yeah, I like that play design. A lot of eyes are on Ruffalo, like you said. So a little smoke there by Victor, and then keeping the legs churning. You wonder if Irondequoit's kind of getting enough of this run game right now.
3rd and 3 coming up for the Blue Devils. Torres trots out with the play call. Been a few bumps in the road via the snap for Torres, but he's shown great poise back there as a youngster, just a freshman. Victor deploying a few freshmen here tonight, along with Eric Young. Future is bright here for the Blue Devils. Ruffalo goes in motion, comes back behind, and now he'll be the lead blocker for Resigliano. Dodging defenders, diving across the line to gain for a 1st down. Victor with a fresh set coming up.
Looked like a little bit of a miscue between the quarterback and running back there on the toss, but they got it done. Good job of Ruffalo getting that block out there on the edge and got just enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 for Victor now. Time ticking away here in the 2nd quarter, and the officials blow the whistle. As the action comes to a halt here. So are counting things out here. And it appears as if we're all set. No, Victor was missing a player.
I think the head referee, Dave Cohan, thought that there were 12 men on the field, but there were indeed 11.
So Yomes running wide. Another 1st down for Victor inside the 5. What a run from Yomes. And this Victor offense continues to work in the running game. Yomes came up limping a bit, but he's as tough as they come on both sides of the ball. And you saw it there. Here comes the Victor offense, back to the line. Trying to keep this Eagles defense on its heels. 5 yards away from Pater. Ruffalo takes the direct snap. Hands it off. Cutting it up is Yomas to the 2.
He does a great job of changing direction very quickly. It looked like he was going to try to go outside with that, put his right foot in the ground, and got north and south very, very quickly.
Plenty of options for this Victor offense. It's been impressive tonight. Just 7 points, but chunks of yardage ripped off time and again. And now nearing the Blue Devils' second score of the contest. About 2.5 minutes remaining. 2nd and goal from the 3. Handoff. Resigliano fighting for the goal line. Can't quite get there. He's brought down at the 2.
Well, here we go again. 3rd and short from inside the 5-yard line, or 3rd and goal from inside the 5-yard line. I got to imagine that Ruffalo's coming off the field, or at least to get the play call, but I got to imagine the ball's going to be in his hands on this play.
2 chances to get there, unless they do indeed try the field goal, which failed on the first attempt on the Blue Devils' last drive.
You got to imagine this might be 2-down territory here. They might be thinking, what's our best run play here? And if they don't get it, they're going to go to their next best run play on the 4th down.
And a timeout called by the Blue Devils. So we'll take a quick break. 1:46 remaining in the opening half. 3rd and goal from the 2. Victor, yards away from their second touchdown.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
All right, we are back here at Victor High School. 1:46 remaining in the opening half. 3rd and goal from the 2. The Irondequoit Eagles looking to remain stout defensively and keep Victor off the board with another goal line stand.
On their first touchdown, I remember they went into a bunch formation. They faked the toss and ran a counter back the other way. You might see the same thing here.
3rd and goal. 2-yard line. Ruffalo out of the shotgun. Resigliano beside him. Fakes the handoff to Resigliano. Ruffalo spinning into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. It's a 13-0 lead, and listen to this crowd as Victor now ahead by 2 possessions.
Good call there. I mean, we both thought that Ruffalo was going to get the ball there on 3rd down and probably even on 4th down. He's just a guy that does it all. Victor's Mr. Everything.
Not much of a fake there, and spun off a tackler and backpedaled his way into the end zone. Now the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. It's a 14-0 Victor lead in this battle of 4-0 teams. Once again, excellent blocking from the Victor offensive line. Leading the way on that play was Chase Decker.
Got to give credit to Mason Overton, their kicker there, after missing that short field goal to bounce back there and grab that extra point. It's going to be tough here for Irondequoit to go down in their 2-minute offense. Sometimes as a coach, you get a little gun shy after throwing an interception on the previous possession. Just a minute 42 left. I think they have 2 timeouts. Their coaching staff's probably discussing what they want to do here, if they want to try to run the football with Victor only having 1 timeout and take it to the half, being down just 2 scores, or if they want to try to push the ball down the field and see what happens.
And there is Ruffalo, Mr. Touchdown here tonight. Took the reverse, or at least the misdirection for the touchdown on the first Victor score, and now taking the direct snap 2 yards across the goal line to help make it 14-0. Adam Ruffalo, 14, Irondequoit, 0.
Yeah, good play design just a little wildcat again. They faked the ball to the running back, and they ran a counter with Ruffalo, pulling the guard and tackle or guard and tight end.
And this one ricochets off an Irondequoit player, and Victor recovers at the Eagles' 40-yard line. A line drive kick deflected off of Christian Freeman and bounced about 10 yards directly toward the Blue Devils coverage team, who was in pursuit. What a break for Victor, as you see the replay here. Freeman on the retreat, the line drive kick, and disaster strikes for Irondequoit. And no, it was not Freeman. My apologies. He was the one closest the ball after it ricocheted off an Eagles return man. Not sure who that was upon viewing the replay.
Yeah, a little confusion here on offense, trying to get guys aligned. Again, Ruffalo's in the Wildcat formation. This line drive kick, I've been a part of this a million times. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. Victor's not trying to do that on purpose, but Irondequoit kid's just trying to catch a bullet to come right at him. Bounces off of him. It's just one of those unfortunate situations.
So Freeman at the front line. He was the closest to have an opportunity to recover. Looked like it was the freshman, Brian Welker, who deflected off of, but that's a tough play for anybody. Kind of an in-between kick there, and coming with such velocity.
Yeah, I think number 32, Shane Kizalewski, made that recover for Victor. All right, let's see what Victor does here. They're probably going to go back. They're going to go back with Torres in quarterback and split Ruffalo out wide.
Torres, nice job navigating the pocket there. Flag comes in the area of holding, however, as he's brought down behind the line for a 1-yard loss. And it is going to go against the Blue Devils, the penalty that is.
Yeah, they dropped Torres back there. Trips to the right. Some combo routes up there. Torres tried to tuck the ball and run for it. Unfortunately for Victor, now they're getting backed up with not a lot of time left on the clock. Let's see what they do here on second down or first down and 20.
So first down and 20 coming up for the Blue Devils.
This might be a situation here where you got backed up right there on the first play. You're probably going to run the football, see if you can't pop one. If you don't, you take it into halftime with a 14-0 lead.
Officials waiting to spot the football and get a reset of the play clock. They do both, and now we're ready to go.
So there's a relatively new rule. You have the option, I believe, under 2 minutes to wind the clock or not after a penalty. Victor has chosen to do that option, so you got to imagine they're going to run the football here.
He will remain out of the shotgun. Torres hands it off. Resigliano wrapped up by Irondequoit's Cameron Miller and brought down after a gain of about 7.
Yeah, you're going to see one more run here. It looks like Irondequoit's not going to waste their timeouts. They're content going to the locker room with a 14-0 lead, or trailing 14-0. One more play here, probably one more run, and they'll take it to the locker room.
So 30 seconds remaining. Looks like we'll get one more snap here in the first half. Coach, your assessment of this first half. What do you think the Eagles need to do here to work themselves back into contention and really ignite their offense, which has remained scoreless here throughout 2 quarters?
Yeah, after we get this play right here, I think the Eagles just kind of got themselves into some tough spots. They had Victor backed up, 4th down, and then Ruffalo got that high snap from the long snapper, and then took off down the left sideline that continued the drive, and I believe they scored on that possession. And then you had that fourth down stop against Victor. You didn't really do much with that, so I don't know that they're happy being down 14-0, but they've hung with them. I just got to see a little bit more on offense from them in the second half.
There's the player of the game thus far, Adam Ruffalo, 2 touchdowns, has helped Victor take a 14-0 lead at the half. Alex Brasky and John Russ here with you for the Varsity Media Sports Network. Excited for the second half. We'll be back after a quick break.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hi, I'm Gene Sterator, CBS Rules Analyst and longtime sports official. For the adults watching this video, you grew up in a world where officials, umpires, and referees for youth sports took their place regularly and reliably ahead of game time. Today, unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder to fill those jobs. Videos showing abusive treatment of officials multiply on social media, and there have been consequences for the dreadful behavior of players, fans, and coaches. Massive shortages of officials now lead to games being canceled, and the positive effects of athletic competition are at critical risk for this generation and those to come. I'm hoping we all can begin to see youth competition through a different lens. Today, mistreatment of officials has become normalized, and we are facing an abnormal future where no officials to hire means no games on the schedule.
Any call, any decision, any human effect on wins and losses has become subject to not just withering criticism, but physical threats. There's a vicious cycle at work. Fans chase away officials, and there is a smaller pool to draw from, which makes it harder to get quality, well-trained people in position. The entire game suffers.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines? This sort of verbal abuse and threatening behavior takes a toll on all officials and makes them leave the game altogether.
Did you know, from 2018 to 2022, an estimated 50,000 high school referees, roughly 20%, have quit. Half of the remaining referee population is at least 50 years old, but young officials are rarely staying more than 3 years in the job.
If the number of officials working contests in all sports doesn't begin to increase, there won't be enough officials to work the games. That means schedules will get cut, teams or even sports might get canceled. In many states, this is already happening.
Remember that officials are invested in what they do. Many officials have regular, full-time jobs, and they're sacrificing time away from their families. Try to demonstrate empathy. Put yourself in their position. Think how you would feel about getting yelled at throughout your workday.
Yelling and arguing with officials sends the wrong message to young players. According to Play by the Rules sports advocacy, it teaches them that it's not okay to make a mistake. They can blame others for their actions. They can disrespect authority figures, and it's okay to be rude and selfish.
You know, officials enforce rules, keep competitions fair, and make player safety a priority, allowing youth sports to be a valuable arena for growth. If we can all just work together and be more empathetic to not just the officials, but everyone else in youth and high school sports, we can then preserve what many of us have embraced about athletics. And you and I know the benefits of sports, right? Let's spread that gratitude and be proud of what we can build and not blind to how it's being torn down. Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
So what happens now? Your response in the heat of the moment is the only thing you totally control, and we have an experiment for you to try. Simply stated, just cheer for your child or the team you're there to support. Move that desire to lash out to a different place and encourage without rage. Your child's sporting memory should be about how you helped inspire and not about how you caused embarrassment.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
And we're back at Victor High School. The Blue Devils with a 14-0 lead over the visiting Irondequoit Eagles. It's been a good one thus far. It's been all Adam Ruffalo for the Blue Devils. He has really done it all. An interception, 2 rushing touchdowns to help provide his team with a 14-0 advantage. Alex Brasky and Coach John Russ with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Coach, your reflection on the first half.
Yeah, Adam Ruffalo game for sure. Victor's Mr. Everything. Don't forget that fake punt that I don't think was a fake punt. Him just being an athlete and getting to the outside and getting a big first down for Victor. I'd like to see Victor run the football, commit to the run. You know, that's where they're finding their success in the first half. I think it'll continue in the second half if they commit to it.
So here's the kick from the Eagles. The Blue Devils take the opening possession of the second half, and a flag comes in on the return as Keith Kriegelstein returns it near the 45-yard line, but the flag is going to go against Victor. A holding call will set them back to begin this drive. You see the Class A standings, 3 unbeaten teams in Class A, but a disparity in terms of sectional points. East with 36 sectional points, Victor close behind with 34. Irondequoit with 22 sectional points, and how those are measured are based off strength of schedule, to keep it simple. And Irondequoit's strength of schedule has not been anywhere near East or Victor. You earn more points based upon the teams that you defeat with better records, and Victor just behind East in the chase for the top seed in Class A. So Ruffalo takes the direct snap, hands it off to Resigliano, and it's a 4-yard gain on first down.
Big start to the second half here for the Irondequoit defense. Really got to find a way to get the Victor offense off the field and get the ball back to your offense and try to go down the field and put up some points for the Irondequoit football team.
So Just seconds into this third quarter. Can't say enough about the environment here at Victor High School. The grandstand on the near side packed with friends and family, and then a smaller set of stands to the left packed with students. And on the far side, Irondequoit representing as well. Another run, this time for Ruffalo, and another gain of 4 for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 2 coming up, and can't say enough about the crowd. Can't say enough about the energy provided by the cheerleaders here tonight. A vast group of ladies out here supporting their classmates, and they brought the school spirit from the opening kickoff. And a tackle made there by Irondequoit's Lauren Williams. Yomas gains first down yardage for Victor. Another fresh set coming up for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, like we were talking about at halftime, we thought we'd see Victor come out and run the football quite a bit here in the opening series, and they've done just that on every single play with a contingent of running backs, whether it be Resigliano, whether it be
Yomas. You also have seen Young run the ball once tonight, I believe. We can really go to a lot of different players, this Victor offense. Haven't seen much from the young quarterback Torres, but he hasn't had to do much.
No, he hasn't, and his opportunities have been limited. Right there, they sprint him out on first down, trying to get a quick little easy pass for him. He throws a little short to his receiver running there in the flats. From a defensive perspective, though, you throw the ball when you know that offense isn't throwing the ball a lot, and they do it on first down and it's not successful. Here's where they're probably going to run the football, and you can load the box a little bit more, play some cover 0 or some cover 1 to get those linebackers to stay in the box. Now you're really pinning your ears back, expecting them to run here.
2nd and 10, Torres hands it off to Yomas. And he's stopped by Cooper Moore, who's the first one to contact the Victor ball carrier. Nice forceful tackle also made by Jordan Nolan, who helped out. A couple of smaller bodies coming in to make the stop for this Irondequoit defense.
Hey, you're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a pop here. Had they run the ball on first down with that type of success, they're looking at a 1st and 10 right now. But here we go, a big 3rd down for the Irondequoit defense, 3rd and 4.
Nearing midfield is the Blue Devils drive. Torres will look to throw on the run. High and outside for Young, and we've seen that a couple times from Torres, seemingly having his receiver in the flat, but overthrowing him high and away as Young, the diminutive wide receiver, unable to haul it in.
Well, I think Ruffalo saw the ball once on that series there. He's going to see the ball right here on a 4th down and 5 in the punt formation as the punter. Let's see what he does with it here.
Yeah, we've already seen him fake it once. Irondequoit on the alert. Ruffalo will punt it this time. A sky-high kick, a wobbler. Not much in terms of flipping the field. It'll shoot out of bounds at about the 42, I believe, but we'll see where the official spots it. Boy, he's walking this one off all the way to the 48-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will begin their drive with quality field position, trailing 14-0.
Big stop by that Irondequoit defense. Great field position here. Here's where the offense really needs to take control here and go down the field and get some points on the board.
Take a look at the Victor sideline, courtesy of our man John Guarino. Joel Belthazer on the controls tonight. Ryan Boyce working the game feed from atop the grandstand and press box here at Victor High School. Our production crew, as good as they come here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's a good thing they're behind the camera, though. Not the best looking bunch, I must say, Coach Russ. They do smell good, though.
Big run there. Now you got a 3rd and short. I'm going to say it's 2-down territory here, so you're going to probably draw up your best run play here. Try to get that first down. If not, I would assume that they would try to go for it here on fourth down. Victor just eats up so much clock by running the football. Your possessions here are limited here in the second half.
Good gain there on second down. The Eagles looking to keep the drive alive here on third down. Audible coming in from the sideline. Oh, and the ball carrier slipped up in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of about a half a yard as Miles Wynn lost his footing. And Victor going the wrong way.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to cut back a little bit there and lost his footing. With your quarterback there, he's sitting at 205 pounds. It doesn't look like the Victor linebackers are playing very tight to line of scrimmage. I wouldn't even mind a quarterback sneak on the 3rd and 1.
Macabere turns around, hands it off. Blockers in front of Cameron Freeman, and he's across the line to gain. A nice cut from Freeman to help set up the fresh set for the Eagles.
Big conversion for the offense there. 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. You really needed to get some momentum going for your offense and for your team there. So really big pickup there. Let's see if they can take advantage of being inside the 40-yard line now.
And we've seen Wynn carry the ball with success here tonight. What a lead block there from the Eagles running back. And once again, it's Freeman out of the backfield. Upended, but not before a quality gain. Is that block from a couple of blocks from Wynn on the previous play helped create that first down on the 4th down opportunity for Irondequoit. 2nd down and 3. The toss goes to Freeman. He's tripped up, dives back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, you're looking at the same situation. Now you got a 3rd and short. You're probably dialing up your best 2 run plays if you don't get it here on 3rd down. I'd like to see Freeman. He's 6'1", 175. He gets downhill quickly. I'd like to see him something really tight in between the tackles.
Macabere under center. Turns around, hands it off. Once again, it's Freeman. Stumbles over a Victor defender close to the line to gain. Did they give him the right foot spot? Looked like they did. And we're going to get a measurement here. Our 3rd measurement. No, first down. A little bit of an okey-doke there from the official, as I thought he was signaling for the clock to stop for a measurement. Instead, simply signaling for the sticks to move. And first down for the Eagles. Man in motion is Cameron Miller. Handoff goes to Freeman. Huge hole up the middle. Freeman into the secondary and into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Irondequoit on the scoreboard with 6:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They have cut their deficit in half.
Hand the ball off to Freeman and make him run between the tackles. He gets downhill very, very quickly. He's explosive. I really felt like they were just kind of a play away there from getting a big run by Freeman.
Yeah, the Eagles' offense stagnant throughout the first half, but Freeman carrying the load on that drive, and it finishes in the end zone. Now Irondequoit looking to go for 2. Macabere hands it off on the reverse. Cutting it up the middle is Wynn, diving for the goal line. Is he in? He's short. It remains an 8-point deficit as Wynn could not get in on the 2-point attempt. And we take a look at the replay here on the Freeman touchdown. A gaping hole created by number 55, Owen Smallline, and 77, Sebastian Reedmiller. I think Aaron Thompson was in there as well. And Freeman takes it the distance for 6.
Just a little ISO play there. Great job by that fullback getting out to the outside linebacker. And then Freeman did the rest. Huge hole by the offensive line created. And then Freeman had to make one guy miss the safety, and he did just that. I'm looking at the roster here. Sam Hittapole
is, I think, what we settled on here in the press box.
He's listed as their kicker. Interesting that they went for 2 there. Those points right there sometimes are tough to come by, especially late in football games.
So it's an 8-point deficit for the Eagles now, but a 1-possession game, though they'll need the 2-point to tie it if they're able to get a stop and a subsequent score. 6:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. An injection of life into the Eagles sideline.
On this next possession for Victor, I think you're going to see a lot of runs by Victors in their offense and a lot of Adam Ruffalo.
And another low kick here. This time it eats up Victor, but good hands shown by Nathan Harris, able to corral the bouncing ball. And Victor is going to take over possession at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, I think some of the best offensive formations have been that Wildcat for Victor. Their best offensive plays and their runs have been the Wildcat, where Ruffalo's either keeping it, running some quarterback sweeps, some quarterback counters, or handing the ball off to his fellow running back.
What a push from Aaron Thompson on that touchdown from Freeman. Pushing his assignment all the way into the secondary before pancaking him onto the ground. Torres out of the shotgun, high snap, collects it, hands it to Resigliano. Big hit delivered by Cameron Miller. Boy, did he put a jolt into Resigliano. Gain of 4, but an abrupt ending to that play.
I tell you, this Irondequoit defense, they are very stout. Cameron Miller, 210 pounds at 6 feet. Sebastian Reed Miller, 265 pounds.
Plenty of girth on this Eagles defense.
Isaiah Ballard, 6'2", 225.
Sigliano once again, and this time into the secondary. First down and more. Tackle is made by Jordan Nolan, but Jamison Resigliano, his explosiveness out of the backfield has been impressive throughout the night, Coach.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line. He wasn't touched until he was finally tackled. Really good explosive way to get downhill. And a good tackle by that number 3, the safety for Irondequoit, Jordan Nolan.
Looked like a good seal there from Jackson Tucker, it appeared, on the far side. Now another handoff up the middle. This time it's Andrew Goodell with an 8-yard gain. This Blue Devils running game continuing to produce positive results.
Keep the ball on the ground. I think that's Victor's success right now. You know, they're going to that trips formation. They're putting those 2 receivers wide to kind of take 2 guys out of the box and out of the run game. And the offensive line is doing a great job of getting a push right now.
Yeah, you mentioned the beef on the Eagles defense, but what about the beef for this Victor front? Mott, Lipa, Riley, Duran, Decker, and Mehigan, along with Nick Leonard on the outside at tight end. And another handoff for Victor, crossing into Eagles territory as Goodell is brought down. First down coming up for Victor.
Yeah, the Irondequoit defense, they really got to dig in here. Yeah, you'd hate to score a touchdown and then to just give it right back here by the Victor offense. But give credit to the Victor offense. They're coming out in the second half, running the football, doing what they do best.
And it's just what the doctor ordered for the Blue Devils after the Eagles' touchdown, to come out with a decisive drive and to work some time off the clock, which they have been able to do over the past several minutes. Really deliberate here, picking up quality yardage, play after play. And now it's going to be a 2nd and 7 coming up for the Blue Devils after that short gain. Resigliano, what a game from him. We've talked a lot about Ruffalo tonight, but Resigliano carrying the mail for this Blue Devils running game. Torres out of the shotgun. Hands it off. Goodell swallowed up. Big LaRon Williams throws all 270 pounds into the tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd down. What a play from the Eagles' big man. Shedding the blocker, continuing to work and body slamming the ball carrier.
Yeah, if I'm Victor, there's no reason to panic. You're kind of in 2-down territory maybe. I'd run the football here and then see what you get on 4th down. If it can be 4th and manageable, you might even run the football again.
3rd and 8 coming up for Victor. Critical down for the Eagles defense. Torres looking to throw, flips it to Leonard. He's upended after a short gain. Brought down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 3. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.5. Make it 4th and 4 as they spot it at the 39. Torres to Leonard for the short gain on 3rd down.
Big play here. This is a game-changing play here. Down by just 1 score. Irondequoit's got to find a way to get a stop here on 4th down.
4th and 4. Inside 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Victor keeps the offense on the field. Man in motion was Kyle Sager. Torres looking to throw, rolling to his left, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Cameron Freeman. Torres was looking for Sager, but the pass broken up, and the Eagles are going to take over with 1:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
What a stop by that Irondequoit defense. Victor was running the football. You didn't know if Irondequoit was going to be able to kind of have enough in the tank there on that series. But wow, unbelievable stop. 2 passes in a row by Victor that yielded just 2 or 3 yards.
So the Eagles mounting momentum here. The score and now the defensive stop. They trail it by 8. Time ticking away here in the 3rd. Macabere under center. Man in motion is Miller. They hand it to Freeman, and he crashes through for a gain of 5. Freeman running well here in the 2nd half. He reminds me of Latavius Murray a bit, Coach. Bills running back. Freeman, a sizable running back in terms of his height, standing 6'1". Typically at the high school level, you'd see a player like that on the outside, but certainly his physicality allows him to succeed in small spaces, and you see it here, spinning off tacklers across midfield. Cameron Freeman is feeling it.
That's a great comparison. A lot like you're seeing in the Buffalo Bills and Latavius Murray. He's a downhill runner. He's a big back. Exactly what Freeman's doing here tonight, especially in the 2nd half here. I would keep feeding him between the tackles. A lot of that running back ISO, some running back power. Keep feeding Freeman. I think that's a recipe for success right now.
Inside a minute to play in the 3rd. Irondequoit inside Victor territory. Macabere looking to throw. A bit too tall for his intended target, Jordan Nolan. I like the play call there, Coach, but the execution lacking just a bit.
Yeah, they're pounding Freeman. I still would like to see just Freeman take the ball, 3 downs and try to get a 1st down. And they did a little play action there. I'm sure Victor was sitting on a Freeman run there and not expecting that bootleg, but here we are in a 2nd and 10. Expect Freeman to get the ball.
If Macabere was able to connect with Nolan there, it looked like they had enough for 1st down yardage, but as you said, why not give it to Freeman, and flags come in. We'll see what the call is here. A flag came down in the secondary. Coach Russ believes it's holding. I have no clue, which is why we brought Coach Russ in.
Yeah, we got a holding on the receiver down here on the bottom.
And holding called against the Eagles. So not what Irondequoit needed, as a huge play for Irondequoit wiped off the board. They did not need that. That is a mistake from Christian Freeman. And that is a critical one at that, as it not only wipes the big play off the board, but it will be 2nd and 1 because the hold occurred in the secondary, and it's a spot foul. So a net gain of 1 on the play, but the penalty disallows the Eagles from creating another 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Macabere drops back, rolling to his right, and he's brought under tackle. It's a sack for the Victor defense. In there to make the stop was Yomis, who tracked him down. Great pursuit from the Victor defensive end. You would have liked to see Macabere throw that one away, Coach.
Yeah, throw it away. But I would have liked to see Freeman run the football there. A lot of times when you have a successful play and it gets wiped out like that, a lot of times you feel like you got to get all those yards back right away on one play. And I was a little fearful they might throw the ball there, but I would have rather seen Freeman get the ball. He's the hot hand right now, running the football. And now they're backed up behind the sticks with a 3rd and 13. We haven't seen a lot of from their passing game tonight. This is going to be a tough task from here. Maybe a screenplay, something simple to the running back.
Yeah, the Eagles were rolling, but after the penalty and now this sack, they're set back to the 3rd and 13, which they will open the fourth quarter with in just a few moments. We'll be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. McAberry looking to throw once again. Rolling right. He'll take it himself. Down the sideline, crashing through a defender. A good gain on 3rd down. Works it up to the Victor 40-yard line. Going to make it a 4th and 3. Coming up for the Eagles. We'll see if they leave the offense on the field. It does make it a 4th and manageable. And I think we're going to see Coach Victor elect to go for it here to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 4th and 4. I know what I'm running. I'm running ISO with Freeman. He's the best player on the field right now on the Irondequoit side of the ball.
McAberry keeping himself again, and this time wrapped up and brought down by his neck and face mask. Helmet comes flying off and flags fly as well. That's going to be a penalty against the Blue Devils as they went at McAberry up top.
Yeah, they tried a little naked bootleg there. McAberry was trying to get the edge there, but I believe it was number 33, was able to stop him there, but unfortunately grabbed him by the back of the helmet, leading to a face mask call.
Yeah, those face mask calls don't only come about when you grasp the face mask, also any part of the helmet. But one thing I noticed on that play, good reaction from both sides. A emotional play like that where a player's helmet flies off, typically you could see some pushing and shoving after the play. Great composure shown by both sides as we continue play here.
Yeah, certainly the Victor player just trying to make a play there. And unfortunately his hand grabbed the helmet or face mask.
1st and 10, handoff to Freeman. And coach, you got your wish. Freeman galloping into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Irondequoit, a 2-point conversion away from evening the score with 11:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Coach Dan Fichter is pumped on the Irondequoit sideline.
That great run there, but you got to give credit to that offensive line. Freeman's getting a lot of big holes, and they're getting a lot of push. That line of scrimmage after the ball snap is on the Victor side of the field.
Owen Smallline and Andrew Long leading the way.
Untouched all the way in the end zone. Big play here to tie the football game.
See what they do on the 2-point attempt. A lot of motion and trickeration here exhibited by the Eagles pre-snap. Man in motion. Misdirection into the end zone for the 2 is Jordan Nolan, and we're all square at 14 apiece. What a ball game, Coach, between these two 4-0 teams.
Okay, here we go. We got a real barn burner here. Great job by the Irondequoit staff of keeping the guys in the game. Great play calls. Feed Freeman. Freeman between the tackles on ISO, on power. He's the guy right now that's going to take it for the distance if Irondequoit wants to win this football game.
Down 14-0 at the half. The Eagles have stormed back with 14 unanswered points of their own. And we have evened things up here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Alex Brasky and John Russ with you. Should be a quality conclusion to this game at Victor High School. Once again, we'll take a look at the replay of the two-point conversion. Some misdirection in the backfield as Macabure under center, fakes the handoff, hands it off to Nolan, who slips a tackle on his way across the goal line.
You know, I don't have the official stats for the second half. You know, Victor didn't have many possessions, but Ruffalo's got to touch the ball a lot here in the fourth quarter if Victor's going to have a chance to win this football game.
So the Eagles riding a wave of momentum coming off their second straight score. They'll kick it away to the Blue Devils with 11:37 remaining in the fourth. Good kick. Here come the Blue Devils on the return. And it's a good one. Up the middle of the field goes Keith Kriegelstein. What a return for the Blue Devils to tamp down a bit of the Eagles' momentum here.
Exactly what you needed if you were Victor, exactly what you didn't need if you were Irondequoit. But hey, Irondequoit's got the momentum right now. They got to try to maintain that momentum and get a stop here and force Victor to turn the ball over.
So let's see what the Blue Devils have to offer. Mounted a quality drive their last time on the field, but the Eagles came up with a big stop. Ruffalo taking the direct snap, slipping a tackler, diving forward to midfield, and it's a gain of 4 on first down for the Victor senior.
That's exactly what I wanted, what I think Victor needs to do. Ruffalo needs a breather right now after this first play. But I would be giving that ball to Adam Ruffalo every possession. Either quarterback counter, quarterback sweep, and if you want to hand the ball off, you can hand the ball off to keep him honest.
So here's the 2nd and 4. High snap, collected by Torres, hands it off to Yomis, pushing the pile across the 45 or to the 45. A gain of 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 for Victor.
Yeah, I'm still seeing Adam Ruffalo on the sideline here, but at 3rd and 1, you got to imagine the ball's going to go to Dre Yomas.
Yeah, big body there out of the backfield. He is a tough tackle. And they give it to him, stumbles, and he's stacked up. Jordan Nolan with another big play, and he is pumped.
Now, big decision here by Victor. 4th and 1. You're just across midfield on the 45-yard line. I got to imagine Victor's offense is going to go for this.
Yomis stumbled in the backfield and was off balance when Nolan came in with a big blow. As you watch on the replay, lost his footing for a moment, and that allowed Nolan, the smaller defender, to come in and make the play. And now on 4th down, bursting into the backfield is Cameron Freeman. Nolan and Freeman giving forth two-way efforts for this Eagles defense and offense, doing it on both sides of the ball, consecutive stops. And Freeman with a big play, another 4th down stop for the Eagles.
What a huge stop by the Irondequoit defense. You know, I saw Adam Ruffalo come out after that first down play. He didn't step foot on the field again until he's out there right now for defense. So he missed 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down on crucial plays for the Victor offense.
And once again, give the big bodies up front for Irondequoit credit. They're occupying the Victor offensive line, allowing Freeman to fly in for the tackle. They hand it to Freeman to the Eagles to begin this drive, but diving in to make the stop was Victor's Connor Duran.
Yeah, just a gain of about 1.5 yards, 2 yards there. The one thing you can't do if you're Irondequoit is think that if we don't have success on a Freeman run, then we're going to get away from it. You got to continue to feed him the ball. He has been the best player in the second half on both sides, or both for both teams.
2nd and 8. Freeman the deep back. They hand it to him. Dodging defenders. Across the line to gain, but he's wrapped up by Victor's Keith Kriegelstein.
A great play call. Continue to feed Freeman. I keep saying it, but you got to keep feeding him. He is running the ball hard. You see him squatting down there. He's got to be getting tired, but young buck, man, you got to suck it up. You're the best player on the football field right now. You got to keep getting the ball.
You look up workhorse in the dictionary, you find Cameron Freeman's photo very close by. 1st and 10. Freeman creating something out of nothing there, a 3-yard gain as he falls forward as he typically does. Nice play made by the Victor defense, however, limiting him to a 3-yard gain. Perhaps 2 yards on that play, 2.5, 3 for the Eagles ball carrier, who is sucking wind at this point. And if it were the first half, you might see Irondequoit call a timeout to get their stalwart a breather, but timeout's at a premium here in the second half. Freeman spinning forward for first down yardage. Chunk after chunk after chunk. Cameron Freeman has come alive here in the second half.
Don't stop giving him the ball. The offensive line, though, they are getting a push on the Victor defensive line. That line of scrimmage is changing as soon as that ball snaps to the Victor side of the football.
Undoubtedly. Can't say enough about this group. For Irondequoit, you have Cameron Miller, Isaiah Ballard, Evan Sharper, Owen Smallline, Aaron Thompson, and Sebastian Reed Miller pushing the pile up front for the Eagles.
You know, on the previous play, Cameron Miller, 6 foot, 210 fullback, leading the way for Freeman. He's doing a fantastic job on all of those running back ISO plays by getting to the linebacker and making great blocks.
And Freeman finally going to get a break here on 2nd and 6 as you see him trot off the field. Wind comes on, and he will be the back in the backfield now. Might want to hook Freeman up to the oxygen over there. Wind brought down to the backfield, and the ball's out. But the officials had blown the whistle, and they rule him down. Nick Leonard came in with a big blow for the Victor defense, jostling the ball free, but apparently Wynn was already down. We'll see the replay here. Wynn throttled by Leonard, and it did appear as if he was down. Looked like Leonard came through with the strip at the end of the play. And Freeman right back out there on 3rd and 7. Excuse me, 3rd and 6.
No need to panic here. You're in 2-down territory. Just because it's 3rd and long does not mean you have to throw the football.
Nakabire does throw it, and it's complete. One of the few completions we've seen tonight for Irondequoit. Comes at a good time, but it's not quite enough to get the line to gain. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Eagles, and an official's timeout for an injured player near the sideline. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And we're back here at Victor High School. 14-14 is your score, and an extended stoppage here due to the injured player near the Victor sideline. It was Christian Freeman who went down on the play. I believe he made the reception on the play. And he is able to make his way off under his own power, which is certainly a good sign, and hope for the best for that young man.
He made a nice contested catch there. 6'1", 170 pounds. You know, the one thing that benefited was Freeman there. He got a little extra time to rest here, and he's back on the football field.
Right. And I'm not sure if Christian and Cameron are brothers, but maybe some sibling synergy there. Him knowing his brother needed a blow, and what a critical 4th and 1 coming up for the Eagles. Macabire under center, trying the hard count to no avail. He'll get back under center. Man in motion now is Miller. Turns around, hands it to Freeman. Contacted in the backfield, and the ball flies free. Macabire chases it down. Play is still alive. Flag comes in. A lot to sort out here. as the flag came flying in after the ball came flying free out of the hands of Freeman. A lot of alliteration there and some craziness as well. Victor pointing towards the Eagles, signaling the penalty will go against Irondequoit on the 4th and 1, which will give Victor back possession, but the officials still sorting things out. And we get the call here. Personal foul. A head-to-head hit called against the Eagles. And that will improve Victor's field position to begin the drive. As that carries over, does the personal foul.
Yep, that's another 15 yards. Now, I don't know who made the play. Crackback block is what they're calling. But a defensive tackle for Victor did a great job of getting across the offensive lineman's face to disrupt that play. Really, really good play by the defensive line.
Yeah, the Victor defense penetrating into the backfield and contacting Freeman before he reached the line of scrimmage. And what a play made there by Victor's Junior Madison. Gave Freeman no chance as he jumped the snap count, burst his way into the backfield, and made the play.
Really big play by the Victor defense. Now it's the Victor offense. It's their turn to score. I really want to see Adam Ruffalo get the ball in 90% of the touches or carries here.
1st and 10 coming up for Victor. Ball nearing midfield after the penalty. It's going to be quality field position coming up for the Blue Devils. As another penalty apparently being called, or no, maybe they're just signaling it again. Yes, they're just signaling the crackback block once again, and 1st down for Victor here with 5:45 remaining in the 4th quarter of a tie game. Call your friends, call your family, get them to a device. This is going to be a exciting finish. The Eagles defense comes up with a big stop on 1st down. Into the backfield is Isaiah Ballard. You mentioned him earlier, Coach, and putting that big body to good use, creating the tackle for loss.
Yeah, it had a couple of guys in the backfield there for Irondequoit. Again, don't panic. 2nd and 14, you're a running football team. Find a way to get the ball to Adam Ruffalo. He is your best player.
2nd and 14 coming up for Victor now. Blue Devils going the wrong way. An illegal procedure as the snap was late from Victor's Connor Duran. That's the classic false start on everybody but the center. But really, it was the center's fault.
They were probably going on 1, and he thought they were going on 2.
Duran's had himself a really, really good game. That's the first mistake we've seen from him tonight. But it comes at a critical time. 2nd and long coming up now. It's going to be a 2nd and 19 for the Blue Devils as the Eagles defense looking to come up with their 3rd consecutive stop in the 2nd half. Torres over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Irondequoit's Cameron Miller there to knock it away. And
here we go.
See the sword celebration from Miller there.
Classic 2023 celebration right there. Hey, big play here. It's 3rd and forever. Not a lot of plays in your playbook for 3rd and 20. Every high school team loves to run a screen here, try to dump something off, see what you get. If you don't get anything, you punt the football away. But again, Ruffalo's got to touch the football.
So let's see what the Blue Devils dial up on 3rd and a mile. Eagles with a single high safety. And a timeout called by the Blue Devils. This 14-14 ball game. The tension is building here at Victor High School. 4:48 remaining in the 4th. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship.
All right, and we're back. 3rd and long coming up for Victor out of the timeout. Torres takes the snap, looking to throw. Screen to Ruffalo. He's tripped up. In to make the play is Cameron Freeman, continuing to put forth a two-way effort here tonight, Coach. Ruffalo and Freeman battling for player of the game honors.
Yeah, you know what, great open field tackle there. Kind of what you expected, either a running back screen or a wide receiver screen. Glad to see they got the ball to Ruffalo, their best player. But here you go, 4th and 20. Counting down on 4 minutes left in the game. We got a real good one here.
Yeah, they're going to put the ball in the hands of Ruffalo again, but not in the situation they'd like to, as he's back deep to punt it away. We've seen Victor fake one already tonight. Doubtful we'll see it here, and we don't, as Ruffalo puts a good leg into this one. And back to return it for Irondequoit is Jordan Nolan. Dodging the initial tackler, but eventually wrestled down by a host of Victor coverage men. And Irondequoit will begin its drive at its own 40-yard line with 3:53 remaining in the 4th quarter of a tie ball game. 2 4-0 teams in Class A fighting to remain unblemished. And boy, what a game we've had here tonight. It's been a tale of two halves as Victor led 14-0 at the half off of 2 touchdowns from Adam Ruffalo, but it's been the Cameron Freeman show throughout the second half for the Eagles, and they've stormed back. And following the 2-point conversion from Jordan Nolan, they tied things at 14, and that's where we sit inside 4 minutes remaining. Freeman, the deep back, takes the handoff, running forward for a 6-yard gain. And that's been about his average in this second half, Coach. He has not been stopped very often.
Yeah, that's got to be the mindset of the coaching staff over there for Irondequoit. You're under 4 minutes, heading down to 3:30. You know, you're 45 or 55 yards away from the end zone. You got to keep running the ball, feeding Freeman. Don't think that you got to score quickly here. You also don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for Victor.
2nd and 4.5. Freeman takes the handoff, tripped up. Nice tackle after the penetration from Leonard. He's had a fine defensive performance, created the fumble on the last Eagles possession, and now a big tackle on 2nd down, creating the 3rd and short. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for Irondequoit.
You know, it's 3rd and about a yard and a half. I wouldn't mind seeing a quarterback sneak by Tatum McAberry. He's a big quarterback. They haven't shown it all night. The linebackers don't seem to kind of crowd the line of scrimmage here. I wouldn't mind seeing a quick quarterback sneak, trying to get that yard and a half.
McAberry fakes the handoff, rolling out, looking to throw down the field. A diving reception made by Jordan Nolan. 1st down for the Eagles. What a play call, and the execution from McAberry and Nolan creates the fresh set of downs for Irondequoit. Look at this replay, Coach. Great execution from Irondequoit.
Yeah, Coach Victor, I think, heard me talking, and I think he said, I'm going to show you something better than a quarterback sneak.
McAberry hands it off to Freeman, dodging defenders, but eventually stacked up, and forward progress is ruled before he's thrown down. Eagles wanted a late hit, but I think that was all a part of the play. Good no call from the officials there. And it's going to be a 2nd and 9 coming up for Irondequoit following the gain of 1. The one thing that I think may be stopping Irondequoit from going with that quarterback sneak could be the mismatch they have in the middle, kind of undersized at the center position, whereas on the other side of the ball, Victor has plenty of beef in the middle, and you see it there. Connor Duran bursting through for the tackle, beating his man, which was Owen Smallline, the sophomore center for this Irondequoit team. Give Smallline credit. He's done a great job tonight. He's helped create a lot of these holes for Freeman, but it could be a matter of a mismatch size-wise in the short yardage there for Irondequoit. And you saw the play call last time when you can work the play action like that, I guess, heck, call it every time.
Yeah, and you might be seeing that here. I think you might get the quarterback rolling out here, give him a run-pass option. But, like I was talking before, Irondequoit was winning kind of the battle in the trenches and moving the line of scrimmage on Victor's side. That play right there, the line of scrimmage ended up being more on Irondequoit's side, and that's why you saw little to no gain.
The battle in the trenches has been one to watch tonight. Next week, Spencerport versus Brockport and Pittsford versus East right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. The best place for live sports in all of Western New York. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Eagles. The Victor fans getting on their feet. Macabere back to throw, going deep. Had his man, but it's incomplete. Off the hands of the receiver down the sideline, and dejected after the incompletion. Was Irondequoit's Christian Freeman? No, Cameron Freeman, who came out of the backfield. And boy, it looked like he had a great chance to haul that one in. Couldn't come up with it. And a missed opportunity there for the Eagles. Macabere has made 2 pretty nice throws here in crunch time, and that one, the Eagles just couldn't haul in.
Yeah, great job by Macabere staying in the pocket. He had a linebacker or a defensive lineman coming right in his face. A wheel route, we saw that in the first half, but the running back running a wheel route out of the backfield. Picked up nicely by the linebacker, but the ball was perfectly thrown. Just an unfortunate drop there by the running back in crunch time. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, Freeman tried to adjust his body in the air, but Macabere put that ball where it needed to be toward the sideline. Freeman just unable to make the play. 4th and 11, Macabere out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw to the right side, had his man again, and once again it's dropped. Looked like Andrew Goodell got a hand in there for the Victor defense, but it's off the body of Isaiah Ballard, and it falls to the turf, incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Blue Devils will take back over with 1:23 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Eagles had another chance there, Coach.
Yeah, a really good ball there by the quarterback. Isaiah Ballard had that thing, but give credit to Irondequoit's number 21 for making that play. Great play by Andrew Goodell.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Short time for Victor on this drive. Torres dropping back, looking to throw. The lefty puts it up for grabs, and it's knocked away by Christian Freeman. Solid job by the Eagles coverage unit during this game. They seemingly have bodies all over the field.
Really good protection by the Victor offensive line there. As a receiver, when you see your quarterback sit in the pocket and you know you're not open, you got to move a little bit to create a little separation between you and the defensive back.
So here is 2nd and 10 coming up for Victor. 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in the ball game. Handoff goes to Resigliano. Through an open lane and into the secondary. Across midfield into Eagles territory. Jamison Resigliano. A little bit of lightning for this Blue Devils offense. But a flag behind the play in the area of holding. And that's going to wipe the big gain off the board. This one's coming back. And we'll see where the hold came. Yeah, right near the point of attack. As you saw the Irondequoit defender throw his hands into the air and draw the holding penalty, and that's going to set Victor back to a 2nd and 20. Not sure I saw much there, Coach.
Nah, tough one there. Tough from our angle as well.
Torres hands it off for Sigliano, trying to get back the yardage lost on the previous play due to the penalty. Not able to get much there as a nice tackle made by Cameron Miller. He's been a force in the center of this Eagles defense throughout the night. A timeout called by Irondequoit, yes.
Yeah, it's 3rd and long again. I would like to see either a little running back screen or a wide receiver screen, kind of like they did on the last 3rd and long. This is something where you don't, there's a minute left in the game. You don't want to try to push the ball downfield and have some sort of sudden change interception. A little wide receiver screen to Adam Ruffalo like they did, I believe, in the last series, or even a running back screen is something that's pretty safe and probably something more realistic in this situation.
And we've seen a few Torres passes batted down by men in the secondary or linebackers on the Eagles defense, and a couple of near interceptions. And you certainly don't want one going the other way with time ticking away in the 4th quarter. With it down in distance the way it is, I'm sure that we'll see Victor kind of play for overtime here. So 1:06 remaining in the 4th, 3rd and a mile. Victor out of the shotgun. Ruffalo takes the snap. Penetration from the Eagles defense. It's Cole Holtz in there to swing him down. And it's a loss on the play. 4th and even longer coming up for the Blue Devils, and the Eagles, another timeout. They're set to take back over with 58 seconds remaining in regulation.
Oh, we got a 4th and long, a punt situation here. Here's where if you're Dan Fichter, you're wondering if you're going to come after this punt, knowing that he got such a great athlete in the as the punter in Ruffalo. Something bad could happen like it did in the first half. Or you accept that and you just try to return the punt and get as much as you can and try to set something up for the end of the game.
Coach, we want to wish congratulations to a few Victor Athletic Hall of Fame inductees from the past couple of decades. Familiar faces for Blue Devils fans in attendance tonight. David Ahonen, Liz Hogan, Matthew Portland, Zachary Rivers, and Casey Strong, all inducted into the Victor Blue Devils Athletic Hall of Fame here tonight in front of a sizable crowd at Victor High School. Blue Devils faithful, hoping their team can pull this one out, but the Eagles giving them everything they can ask for. Punt coming up from Ruffalo. Spiraling kick collected by Jordan Nolan on the run into Victor territory. 50 seconds remaining. Irondequoit will take over on offense, and we'll see what they elect to do. They have not kicked a PAT nor a field goal tonight, so I don't believe that will be in play. But we'll see if they take a shot at the end zone or several shots at the end zone here.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have not seen a kicker. We don't know if one's not available or if they don't have a viable kicker. But look for some drop back passes here. He's had a couple receivers open. It looks like Victor's playing a lot of quarters coverage, so there are guys some available in the zone, the holes of the zone there. So, don't even be surprised if they don't roll the quarterback out and give him that run pass option. Irondequoit's got one timeout left remaining here with just under a minute left.
So under a minute remaining, all square at 14 apiece. The Eagles will go out of the shotgun to begin this drive. Macabure back to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's hit as he throws, and it's complete down the field. A diving reception made by Cameron Miller. What a throw from Macabure, pressure behind him, hit as he threw, and it's still complete down the field. Cameron Miller sticking with the play, diving after it and scooping the ball up before it hit the turf. First down for the Eagles. Ball at the 23-yard line. Timeout. Irondequoit's final timeout of the second half. 42 seconds remaining. Irondequoit in business.
What a great play there. Way to stick with it, like you said. Quarterback had a lot of pressure there. I'm looking across the sideline, and I see the kicker swinging his leg and getting some warm-up kicks in over there. Sam hit a pole. Senior kicker. So they do have a kicker, it looks like, available.
What a catch from Miller there. The wobbly throw after Macabure was hit from behind and able to adjust his body and scoop it up before it hit the turf. Incredible play from Miller. who's been a defensive stalwart tonight, but the fullback coming up with the catch of the game. Macabure out of the shotgun, looking to throw once again, going to the end zone, nobody home. Looked like a miscommunication between him and Nolan.
Yeah, back to Cameron Miller. He's kind of done all the dirty work in the run game, blocking a lot of those linebackers and those defensive ends. So to see him kind of reap the reward there with a great play in crunch time was nice to see.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion. 38 seconds remain here in the fourth. 14 seconds on the play clock here. The Eagles will have to go quickly. 8 seconds on the play clock. Macabere under center. Down to 5. Snap. Handoff. No, they fake it to Freeman. Macabere throws it, and it's complete. Clock will continue to run here. The Eagles are going to have to hurry up and spike it. 25 seconds remaining. 3rd down and 5 coming up. And it looks like they won't spike it. It looks like they're going to call another play, and an offside, a false start on the far side, committed by Jordan Nolan. And that's going to set Victor back here with 16 seconds remaining. And the Eagles are going to have to remain near the line of scrimmage as they have short time to work with. Tough penalty there, Coach, but sometimes when you try to do the 2-minute drill and some things that you're not comfortable doing on a regular basis, those things happen. Macabere out of the pistol now. Freeman behind him. Nolan split left, but Macabere throws to his right into the end zone, and it's too long for Isaiah Ballard, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10 with 7 seconds remaining. What would you like to see them do here, Coach?
Well, I don't know the range of their kicker. I believe Alex hit a pole, but I think you got to throw it up to the end zone, and they got a lot of guys with some size, with some good height. Try to throw a jump ball. I know what I would do. I would throw it away from Ruffalo, because that kid seems to be a ball hawk. And you see him back there on the goal line. He's just going to be reading the quarterback's eyes and heading that way.
Macabere out of the pistol. 3 men split wide. He'll look to throw. Lobs it up into the end zone. Diving after it goes Nolan. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. 3 seconds remaining in the fourth. It looks like we're headed for overtime.
I bet Coach Victor wishes he could have a couple of those timeouts back, kind of settle his guys down. A lot of times those false starts happen just because kids are so excited and they know they got to hurry up, so they try to jump the snap a little bit. But give credit to Victor there. They bent but didn't break, and it does look like we're going to be heading into overtime.
What a throw from Macabere on that 4th down. Nearly dropped it in the bucket, just out of the reach of a diving Nolan. And Victor kneels out the final 3 seconds of the fourth. We are indeed headed for OT here at Victor High School. What a ball game. We expected it, and it's lived up to its billing. 10 minutes on the clock in the extra session. 14-14 is your score. Alex Brasky and John Russ will be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And we're back here at Victor High School. Excuse me, I mentioned 10 minutes on the clock. There were 10 minutes on the clock. Coach, why don't you explain the overtime rules?
Yeah, I think what's going to happen here is each team is going to get to possess the ball once from the 20-yard line. Obviously, the goal here is to win the coin toss and to go on to defense first.
And the toss has taken place, but
been a while since I've been in an overtime game. It's odd to see the coaches out there for the coin toss.
All right, are we aware of who won the toss?
I believe Irondequoit won the toss, and I'm sure elected to go on defense first.
Okay. Yeah, to be quite honest with you, Coach, you do not see a whole lot of overtime games in Section 5 football. You honestly don't see many one-score games in Section 5 football. When you do, you know you got a good one, but the disparity between teams is often lopsided, but that has not been the case here tonight.
Yeah, I think
Victor and Irondequoit have matched up well.
You got two undefeated teams, two teams that are very similar in their styles of play. They love to run the football. They hang their head on tough defense. I got to imagine, I know I've been saying this in the second half a lot, but I got to imagine Ruffalo's going to be touching the ball a lot here.
So here we go, the start of OT. Ruffalo split out wide, and they throw it to him on the wide receiver screen, trying to get their athlete in space. Bursting toward the sideline, first down for the Blue Devils. And, Coach, a little bit unconventionally, but they did what you wanted. They get it to Ruffalo, but Victor has a man down on the field, and that could potentially be a big loss, as it's Jamison Riley, one of the starting offensive linemen, a senior for this Blue Devils team, down on the field. Hoping for the best for that young man, as you see a little bit of creativity for Victor, and Riley was the lineman out there blocking for Ruffalo, and he was tripped up near the end of the play while he was in contact with Cole Holtz, and hoping that it's just a cramp here for Riley.
Yeah, it looks like they're just stretching him out there. Yeah, I was not expecting the wide receiver screen in the way to get the ball to Ruffalo there, but whatever it takes to get him the ball, I think he's the guy that's got to touch it and hopefully win this game for Victor.
So we'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 14-14 Victor with the first possession of overtime.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And we're back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Victor with a first down and goal on the first possession of overtime following the 10-yard gain from Adam Ruffalo. Injured on the play was Jamison Riley. He was able to make his way off, hoping that it wasn't anything serious. And he's not on the bench, so it looks to be the case. A toss from Torres to Leonard. And the touchdown for the Blue Devils to open overtime. The freshman quarterback finds the senior tight end, and he barrels across the goal line for the score. 20-14 to begin the extra session. Certainly caught the Eagles a bit off guard, as Leonard had room to run and barreled across the goal line into the end zone. The PAT is good from Victor's Mason Overton, and it's a 7-point Blue Devils lead. The Eagles looking to respond.
Well, Nick Leonard, an NFL-sized tight end at 6'4", 240. Based on what I have here, I believe that's just his second touchdown of the year and just his fourth catch of the year.
A big target, putting that big body to good use. And Victor feeling it after scoring on the first possession of OT, and this fan base has been on its game throughout the night. Big student section in attendance, friends and family alike, and now here come the Eagles with Freeman slipping on the first down play before he reached the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tough break there for the Eagles.
So this is the reason why if you win the coin toss in overtime, you want to go on defense first, because then you get to see what Victor does or the offensive team does first and know how many points you got to score. So it's 4-down territory here on out. Irondequoit's going to need to score. and also convert the extra point.
And the Eagles have gone for 2 both times tonight, so perhaps if they are to score, we could see a potential walk-off situation. Another slip up for the Eagles as the turf here at Victor getting a bit moist as the temperature continues to drop as the night goes on. And both ball carriers lost their footing on the first 2 plays during the extra session. 2 tough breaks in a row for Victor as it looked like Nolan had a bit more room to run. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Eagles now.
Nothing changes here for me. I'm still giving the ball to Freeman. Running back ISO.
Freeman, the deep back. Evading defenders, cuts it back.
Fumble.
And the ball comes out! Irondequoit recovered. It was Cameron Miller, Johnny on the spot, but it's a loss of 2 on the play, and Victor needs 1 more defensive stand to take home the win. 4th and 8 coming up. Another player down for the Blue Devils, however. As we watch the replay to see what happened as the ball came free. And the helmet of a Victor defender, it looked like diving in was Jamison Resigliano. And it was Resigliano diving in, putting his hat on the ball, knocking it free and creating the loss. And now it's going to be 4th and 9 coming up for the Eagles as the Victor player remains down in the field. We're going to take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All tied at, 21-14 here at Victor High School.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
All right, and we're back here at Victor High School. The injured player for the Blue Devils was Noah Ruffalo, unable to make his way off the field under his own power, being assisted by an athletic trainer and his coach. And here's the play of the game. 4th and 9 coming up for Irondequoit. The second drive of overtime. Victor with a 21-14 lead. The Eagles need to convert to keep this game alive. Macabure out of the shotgun. Man in motion is Miller. Macabure takes the snap, rolling to his right, down the field, and it's complete! Toe tapping along the sideline is Isaiah Ballard, and it's a first down for Irondequoit. Macabure continuing to show out in the second half, and Ballard comes up with the big grab. What a pitch and catch for the Eagles to keep the drive alive. It's 1st and goal for Irondequoit.
What great awareness by him to understand that he's got to get at least 1 foot in bounds. He couldn't have been more than a couple inches from that sideline.
My, oh my. Things look bleak for Irondequoit now. They're knocking on the door. Handoff to Freeman. Stuffed near the line of scrimmage. In there to make the tackle was Victor's Connor Durant.
It's been tough sledding in the 4th quarter for Freeman. Victor seems to really understand that the only way that Irondequoit got back in the game was by that running back ISO with Freeman. Look for the quarterback to roll out here.
That's been their bread and butter this second half. Whenever they've needed a big play, they've looked to Macabure on the run to his throwing side. Although that's the short side of the field here, we may see it again with Ballard and Nolan split out wide. But no, they hand it to Freeman, trying to knife his way through. Doesn't get much. A gain of 2. 3rd and goal from the 3 for the Eagles.
I don't mind that play call. It was only 2nd down. You know you have 2 more downs to get it in the end zone. He's been their best player for Irondequoit. I'm okay with feeding him the ball there.
As a matter of fact, that's no gain on the play. They spotted at the 5. It's 3rd and goal from the 5.
You know, they may have ran left there to set up the rollout for McAberry to roll to the right, his throwing side.
McAberry out of the shotgun, Freeman beside him. Nolan and Ballard split out to the right. Miller headed in motion that way. McAberry looking to throw into the end zone. Touchdown Eagles! Nolan with the reception from McAberry. And what will Irondequoit do now? We've seen them go for 2 on their previous 2 touchdowns. Will they kick it to tie, or will they go for the walk-off win? It looks like they're going to go for the walk-off win. We'll take another look at the replay here as we have a timeout on the field called by Irondequoit to sort things out. But what a play from McAberry, and once again it's Nolan coming through in the clutch. What a route, what a throw, put it on a dime, and he secures the touchdown reception. And look at the Irondequoit water boy.
Just like we were saying, I thought they might have run it left to set up the rollout for the quarterback there. Nice little speed out. Looked like they may have been trying to do a little rub route with a back or the same side slant, but great job, great execution. Going back to that 4th down conversion. Great job getting those feet in bounds and then come up there with a big touchdown. To answer Victor, go ahead.
McAberry still on the field. It appears as if Irondequoit will go for the walk-off victory. Do or die situation. 1-point game, 2nd drive of overtime. Eagles looking to take the road victory. McAberry under center, and the whistle's blown. Timeout called by Victor. Tension building here, Coach. You could cut it with a knife. What drama, what theater here at Victor High School. 2 4-0 teams battling it out in week 5. Tale of 2 halves. Victor led it 14-0 at the break. Irondequoit outscored the Blue Devils 14-0 in the second half. We reach overtime. Victor comes out, scores on the opening drive, converts the PAT. 4th and 9 for Irondequoit on this drive. They convert via the air, and now they punch it in the end zone, looking for the 2-point conversion, perhaps for the walk-off victory. A do-or-die situation here in Section 5 football. It doesn't get any better than this.
You know, it seems like Irondequoit's had their backs against the wall all night long, and here's their opportunity with no time on the clock in overtime to walk away with the win.
1-point game. McAberry barking out the signals, now under center. Shift from the Eagles. Man in motion, McAberry looking to throw. It's short! It's short! Victor gets the stop and the Blue Devils win it! What a ball game here at Victor High School. Irondequoit's 2-point attempt comes up short, and Victor protects their home field in front of their home crowd. The 1-point win for the Blue Devils. The Victor defense gets it done in overtime. See the man in motion. That's who they were looking for. Pressure was on, and it was just out of the reach of Ethan Heath, and it falls incomplete. Victor takes the win. They remain unbeaten. Irondequoit falls to 4-1. What a classic ball game, Coach. This one lived up to its billing.
We've done a few of these games together, and this by far has been the best football game. Like I was saying before, Irondequoit had their back against the wall all night long. They fought back after being down 14-0. Some great defensive play. Freeman started finding some big holes in the second half. They did a fantastic job getting back in the ball game. Just fell one play short.
Here's the play for Victor that helped them win it. Didn't go to the air much tonight, Coach, but when they needed it, the freshman quarterback, Eric Torres III, connects with Nick Leonard for the touchdown.
That was big show out by him on that drive in overtime. I believe it was 2 plays, and they both were passes. They did a screen, wide receiver screen to Ruffalo out wide for about 10 yards, and then they rolled him out there and found the big tight end for the touchdown and the eventual game winner.
And we talked about it during the first half, how it seemed Victor's bread and butter was running the ball. But in a close game like this against a quality opponent such as Irondequoit, and it proved itself at the end of the game, you're going to have to be able to do more than one thing offensively. We saw it with Irondequoit. Freeman was working for them. Victor eventually shut him down. They were forced to go to Macabure, and he made a few big throws. And then during overtime, Victor, sensing Irondequoit's defense starting to settle in against the run, they go to the air. They connect on the screen with Ruffalo, kind of a pseudo run play on the screen, getting him in space, and then the throw over the middle to Leonard, just proving that you have to be multifaceted offensively in big situations against the best teams on your schedule.
You do, because it's no secret that both teams love to run the football, and they're very, very good at it. But when you get a team that can handle the run like both these teams can, you got to be able to throw the ball and put the ball in the air. But a great game, and it's great to see high school kids make big plays in big situations like that on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, quite the athleticism shown by several individuals out there tonight. Also, great sportsmanship shown by both sides. Fantastic officiating, great fan support for both teams. Just a great night all around here at Victor High School and on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Coach, any closing thoughts after this classic battle, which, who knows, we could see again come playoff time? Yeah, there's some good teams in Class A, but these two teams might be the top in Class A, and you might see them in about 30 days or so. As you see Coach Mendel talk it over with his victorious Victor Blue Devils, we will sign off here from Victor High School. Alex Brasky, John Russ, John Guarino, Joel Belthazer, and Ryan Boyce here with you. What a night it's been. Thank you for joining us on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We'll see you next time.